Those are the images and words of so-called protesters attacking and threatening to kill peaceful Eritreans attending a multi-day conference, which has since been marred with deep controversy. The conference, organized by young Eritreans in the diaspora, was meant to start on the 13th and finish on the 17th of April, in Holland, but was short-lived when the mayor of Veldhoven controversially ordered the banning of the conference. The excuse given was due to security and public order concerns. This was after buses full of so-called protesters were sent to the police station after their unruly behavior. But then they were released, according to Mirjam van Rysson, who called the release of so-called demonstrators who openly threatened to kill innocent peaceful Eritreans a victory for the rule of law, and a good day for the Netherlands. Mirjam van Rysson is the founder and director at the Brussels-based Europe External Policy Advisors. She's also well known by many as an anti-Eritrea European activist who frequently propagates lies and provides harmful advice to EU policymakers on the situation in the Horn of Africa, and specifically on Eritrea. Those who were closely following the event have accused van Rysson of being one of the main culprits who pre-planned the disruption of the Eritrean conference by gathering remote-controlled, mindless, wind-up clowns, ordered to antagonize, beat up, and threaten the peaceful attendees of the event, in order to create a media frenzy and a whole lot of commotion, to get to the pre-concluded outcome, which was the banning of the conference. The next day, the organizers of the conference took the matter to court, or more like a kangaroo court, where the judge upheld the mayor's unjust ban, and had ordered the hundreds of peaceful, innocent Eritrean participants of the conference to leave. Subsequently, they were escorted out of the hotel in buses that very same day, while those who beat up, hurled verbal abuse, who openly threatened to kill, were scot-free. A true travesty and mockery of justice. Here you have a Dutch mayor and a Dutch court banning and ordering these young, innocent, peaceful Eritreans, many of whom are Dutch and European citizens, who organized, traveled and booked their hotel with their own money. These people had been ordered to leave. On the other hand, you have the Dutch police, a Dutch mayor, a Dutch court, Dutch media, unofficially supporting/condoning the so-called protesters who went to the conference uninvited, who were sponsored/promoted by a well-known anti-Eritrea Dutch professor. These hooligans beat up those attending the conference, right in front of the police and the media's eyes, and openly spoke of their intent to murder those who were peacefully attending the conference. This is actually beyond shocking. A shameful and disgraceful act, which has showed the true colors of the justice system in the Netherlands.
You know, a lot of black people can relate to this. Have you ever had something happen that was so racist that you didn't even get mad? You were just like, God damn, that was racist. I mean, it was so blatant, you were just like, wow. Like, almost like it didn't even happen to you. It was like a fucking movie.
Undeterred by the grave injustice committed against them, the young Eritreans decided to lift themselves up and continue on with their gathering in 3 different cities. The banning of the conference clearly had nothing to do with security and public order concerns. If it did, they wouldn't have let criminals who beat up, harassed and openly threatened to murder those attending the event to simply walk away free. In reverse, the police, the mayor, the court, fulfilled the wishes and objective of the criminals, whose main objective was to see the peaceful conference disrupted and ultimately banned. The real reason behind the banning of the conference was purely politically motivated and pre-planned, with a foregone conclusion. It's part and parcel of the injustices that are being committed against Eritreans and their country by Western governments, institutions, special interests, and NGOs. This is quite evident to see. But if they somehow think this will deter Eritreans from loving their country and bowing down to their open conspiracies, they need to think again. It only strengthens Eritreans' resolve. After committing grave injustices against Eritreans, like that of what happened in Holland, they still wonder why these same Eritreans have a lot of love and respect for the Eritrean government. The more brazen injustices you commit against Eritreans and their country, the more love and respect the Eritrean government receives. It's as simple as that.
فتو حقي